What's up, everybody? You tapped into the Purple Pocket Podcast, and it's your boy R.A.P. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Reagor is on the Minnesota Vikings officially. He has to pass his physical, which that's going to happen. But, man, let's welcome Jalen Reagor to the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this is the thing. We got rid of ISM. We waived ISM. And it's hard for me to comprehend some of the moves that are being made, okay? Because I look at ISM and I look at Jalen Reagor, and I almost don't see anything different with these players. Now, it's funny, man. Jalen Reagor came out and said, he wouldn't have played for the Vikings if we had the same GM. Obviously, talking about Rick Spielman, he said he don't like the fact that they laughed in his face because the Eagles picked him before Justin Jefferson. So he said that was disrespectful. But he said now that Kwesi's here, he's ready to get a fresh start. He can rock with Kwesi, and he's ready to get his career on the road. Now, I look at it like this. Okay, the guy has potential. I mean, if you look at ISM and you look at Jalen Reagor, it's almost like an even swap. Like, it's like a swap as far as the position is concerned. You know what I mean? Like, does Jalen Reagor do anything better than ISM? We don't really know, okay? We don't really know because Jalen Reagor doesn't have a lot of tape out there. There's not a lot of evidence showing that he's going to be an elite wide receiver. But he had a lot of hype coming into the draft, the same draft Justin Jefferson was in, and he just didn't pan out. Now, it could have been quarterback situation. It could have been coaching situation. But, look here. Last year, man, he had 33 receptions, 299 yards, and 2 touchdowns, okay? That's nothing. That's nothing, bro. I mean, come on. I mean, he got targeted 57 times. His longest catch was 34 yards. So, I mean, the stats aren't there. All right, we're just going to be honest. The stats aren't there. So what is it that Kwesi and them see in Jalen Reagor that they didn't see in ISM? Because I feel like ISM played the one game he played against the Bears where he scored 2 touchdowns and had a couple good catches. Like, that game alone, you can compare that to this. So I heard, and this is what I heard through the grapevine, okay? Don't take my word for it. I heard it tapping into Realistic Randy's live stream today, man. Shout out my boy Realistic Randy. But so I heard that ISM and Andrew Booth Jr. got into kind of like a altercation. Were things physical? I don't know. But obviously those two guys don't like each other. And I do remember at the beginning of training camp that Andrew Booth and ISM did get in each other's face, and there was kind of a conflict. So I look at it like this, and this goes back to even the Harrison Hand release, is I think they're really paying attention to the locker room vibes. I think they're starting in the locker room and building out. I think Kwesi and them are big on that. O'Connell, all the other coaches are on board. And maybe they look at ISM as, hey, he's a conflict in the locker room. We don't want any negative vibes. So let's release ISM and we'll bring in a guy like Reagor, who's pretty much the same player. If you ask me, I think ISM's talent, I think his ceiling is a little bit higher, if you want me to be serious. But one thing that separates him is Reagor knows how to punt return. He has a little bit more experience in it, obviously. So we're fixing that problem. So maybe that's what it's all about. We know we're fixing the punt return problem. We have a person back there now that we know can catch punts and do a decent job at it. We know he can do a decent job at it and maybe hit a home run every once in a while and take one to the house. But I mean, I don't know how to feel about this, though, man. I mean, it's not like I'm super excited. It don't seem like a splash play. It just seems like a move that's just a move. I feel like it's a move that's just like, what I mean? It's just one of those, Jalen Reagor, But the good thing is this. Jalen Reagor's been living in Justin Jefferson's shadow their whole career since the draft, because everybody was saying, I can't believe the Eagles didn't get Justin Jefferson and they went with Jalen Reagor. And then obviously now that you see their careers played out for the past couple of years, obviously we know what the right pick was. All right. Rick Spielman and them made the right pick getting Justin Jefferson. That's clear to see. But I mean, Jalen Reagor's been living with that, and maybe he wants a fresh start. Now he can team up with Jefferson. I mean, there's press conferences that I've heard the media ask Justin Jefferson about Jalen Reagor, about how he feels about him. And this was probably last year or the year before, asking him how he feels knowing that, the Eagles passed up on him and took Jalen Reagor over him. But He respects Jalen Reagor. I think they can build a good relationship, man. Hopefully this guy can turn up this year. I know he's going to come in with a chip on his shoulder because he feels like the Eagles are disrespecting him. So week 2, hey, let's call it the Reagor game, bro. Week 2, we going to call it right now, man. Drop it down in the comments, man. Jalen Reagor, week 2 against the Eagles. My boy going to have 2 tutties. 2 tutties with 120 yards, man. 120 yards, 2 tutties, man. We calling it right now, Purple Pocket Podcast, man. Hey, y'all let me know how y'all feel about Jalen Reagor trade. Do y'all think this was a good move from Kwesi? Are y'all excited about Jalen Reagor playing for the Minnesota Vikings? How do you feel about letting go of ISM, man? Leave your comments down in the comment section. Let's talk about it. And make sure you tap in tonight, 9:15, bro. We going live, Skol Live. Tap in with us. We right here on our home channel, man. Purple Pocket Podcast. Me and Dave, we got to talk about it. Appreciate y'all. Holla at your boy. Appreciate everybody for tapping into the Purple Pocket Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. Purple Gang.